Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Portland Timbers FC versus Houston Dynamo FC in MLS 2023 Week 34 Decision Day. This one's the West. Now we're on to the West. St. Louis is number one. LA versus Portland if places stand at the end of the night. Seattle, Vancouver, Houston, RSL, Dallas, San Jose in the wild card. As of right now, of course, with 7 games to go. Now we're on to the West. Portland versus Houston. Yes, if you look at my poll in my community tab, LA versus Vancouver won. But when I made the stream, when I made the thumbnail, it was a tie. I broke the tie. I picked Portland versus Houston. So those last 3 votes didn't count, sadly. But I'm not going against the will of the people. It was just tied when I made the stream, so can't hurt. But as I was making the streams, because it takes a while to make the thumbnails and tag everything up and get it up there, 3 votes came in. But so there was a deadline. It was tied at the deadline. So that's why it's Portland Houston if you're mad about the vote and you voted LA versus Vancouver. It was tied. I broke the tie. We got onioned. Or wouldn't it be nutmeg news? With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. For the Portland Timbers, we got David Bingham in goal. Alias Ivacic suspended, but this year's sort of been Bingham's, so that's not too bad. Back 4, Claudio Bravo, Zach McGraw. Good old Canadian boy, Zach McGraw. Dario Zuparic, Juan Mosquera, the midfield 3, Evander, Diego Chara, Christian Paredes, the front 3, Santi Moreno, Felipe Mora, and Jimmy Chara. For Houston Dynamo, in goal, we have Steve Clark, the back 4, Griffin Dorsey, Eric Spachenko, Mikhail, Franco Escobar, the midfield 2 of Artur and Hector Herrera, the attacking midfield 3 of Adalberto Carrasquilla, Amine Bassi, Nelson Quinones, and Corey Baird up top. What is this going to bring? Let's see what the West does. To do a double squad pick? Pick 6 Duke. Just throw it away, man. Botafogo. 1-1 Atletico Paranaense in the Brasileiro. I said Botafogo right, though. Paranaense. I think I said Paranaense right, too. Brasileiro. We ready from the east to the west, back to the east, back to the west. I'm trying to think about all the permutations. My brain's just not having it. Now you know how I feel when it comes to math. I'd post an applicable link, but I don't think the chat would like it. As a result of the power outage, the game was interrupted near halftime in Rio. Damn. Ain't that some? Yeah, I get it. This next game, pages are almost done anyway. Almost Portlandia, I agree. The season was over when they got smacked up by the Cowboys and Saints. Fire Bill Belichick. Fraud. I want Jim Harbaugh or Mike Vrabel. Bill is a fraud. Give me Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh. Well, Red Bulls versus Charlotte. Honestly, say Red Bull's going to win the wild card. Then when it comes to playing Cincinnati, they're probably not going to win. So, well, I mean, he developed Tom Brady. Tom Brady mostly developed himself, let's be completely honest. Tom Brady just had that dog in him. Besides, Lloyd Carr, I think. He saw a coach in Michigan where I think Tom Brady developed Tom Brady. That's true. I said he had that dog in him. But yeah, I hope Jim Harbaugh comes to New England after he gets ran out of Michigan by the NCAA. Give me Jim Harbaugh. Broncos going to lose to Green Bay. Well, at least you're ready for it. At least you're ready for it. Oh, by the way, since we're talking about games on Season Pass, is it product placement if I show the cords I got? I don't think his sign stealing was like Houston Astros sign stealing, but I'm talking about the freaking hamburger. See, there's an Apple logo right there. 2 Lightning to USB cables, a 12-watt power adapter. I needed more chargers and 20C, 20-watt USB-C, 20-watt USB-C. It's never the bricks that are the problem. It's the cables, USB-C to Lightning, 2 of those. Those are going to need USB-C at some point. I think it's only smart to actually put the cables together and then the bricks together. Yeah. There we go. 2 regular USB cables, 2 USB-C cables. When did you realize Mac Jones wasn't the guy? Last year. I was the first one to say Mac wasn't the guy. Like, honestly, it was the Buffalo game. Yeah, honestly, it was the Buffalo playoff game, but it certainly was like halfway through last year when Bailey Zappi actually played better. Mac Jones is not the guy. No. We're playing in Miami. You know what happens in Miami to the New England Patriots. We always lose in Miami, except the time Antonio Brown was there. Hey, maybe Tom Brady would have stayed a Patriot if Antonio Brown didn't lose his head. Didn't Antonio Brown just do something stupid again? Well, I mean, he was a mid-white guy. Like, Mac Jones is a chubby white guy who won a national championship for a big college. That's why people thought he'd be Tom Brady, because Tom Brady won a big bowl game as a chubby white guy at a big college. You know, that's how Tom Brady started. I mean, you remember his combine pictures? The dude wasn't the picture of health until after the ACL injury. Like, dude had baby fat like a mug. Is that a Washington jersey? Oh. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, I don't disagree, but Mac is still not the guy, though. He's not even Drew Bledsoe or Ryan Mallett. He's not even Matt Castle. And I liked Matt Castle. Matt Castle at least won 11-5 and almost made the playoffs. Shedeur Sanders, Drake May. Shedeur Sanders, Drake May. It's not Will Rogers, though. I will not back Will Rogers. That man is mid. And especially if we have Bill Belichick still. Will Rogers with Bill Belichick would be just Mac 2.0. Zappi's not the guy either, but Zappi's should be more of a starting 11 for Portland. In goal, David Bingham. The back 4, Claudio Bravo, Dario Zuparic, Zach McGraw, Juan Mosquera, Evander, Diego Chara, Christian Paredes, Jimmy Chara, Felipe Mora, Santi Moreno. I also agree with that. They need actual wide receivers who can actually get separation. Yeah. Hey, I'd love to have Shedeur in Toronto if he ain't in New England, but I'd rather have Shedeur Sanders than Chad Gilly. Yeah, Bill, like, at the very least, Bill should stop being the GM. At the very least. Bill should not be the GM anymore. Houston Dynamo. Steve Clark, Franco Escobar, Mikhail, Eric Spachenko, Griffin Dorsey, Artur, Amine Bassi, Hector Herrera, Nelson Quinones, Adalberto Carrasquilla, and Corey Baird. Like, Bill should not be the GM anymore. He doesn't make any offensive signings. Like, Tom Brady was there for so long. It could be like, oh, I could get scrap heap wide receivers and mid-round wide receivers and think we're going to do fine with them, but that's not what it is anymore. Like, oh, by the way, he didn't pay Parker. He'd rather get, or Jacoby Myers. Parker's to the Jacoby Myers, my bad. He didn't want to pay Jacoby Myers. Look what it did to him. He got Boo-Boo Schuster instead. Evander's the player to watch here. Boo-Boo Schuster. That was not a good idea. Boo-Boo Schuster. Timbers going to be facing their former goalie who fucked him in MLS Cup 21 on the Tati goal. Uh-huh. Yeah, that reference I don't get. I don't get that reference. Time to storm Cyberdyne. Oh, I get it. Decision day. Second half of Judgment Day. I get it. Okay, I get it. I think I'm starting to get it. What was the name of the company in the movie? I didn't see that movie. Terminator 2. Yeah, I didn't see Terminator 2. As I said, how we doing, Red Bull Insider? You'd be shocked at the amount of things I haven't seen, or at least totally kept my attention on. Like, even the shows I want to binge watch, I don't. Yep, I remember. But I don't. Because there's so much CONCACAF football, it's hard for me to binge watch things. And then I'd rather listen to music or watch YouTube videos. So I do it to myself. Even during the off season, I barely binge watch things. Like, I want to binge watch Suits. I haven't even binge watched Suits. Now, could that be my off-season thing? I'm not sure. Could that be like what I try to do from December, mid-December to like mid-February? Yeah. I got 2 months. I don't know if I'll watch enough, but yeah, I'm serious. Have you seen Terminator 1 at least? I think so. I've probably watched it on TV. Like, I know I'll Be Back. I mean, I've seen it on TV. Has it been when I'm like flipping through channels? Yeah, but I've seen it on TV. I haven't like up and looked for it on Paramount Plus or whatever. So is my attention span that good when I was actually watching the movie? No. I think, let's put it like that. Terminator 2 is the same way, you know? Like, I've probably watched Terminator 2, but have I really watched it, like, of my own volition on Paramount Plus and really paying attention? No. Have I seen it in passing? Yes. But is that really watching a movie? I don't think so. And then Arnie crashes the police district. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Honestly, badass. That was honestly badass. Like, to me, watching a movie is like you choose to watch that movie and you pay attention to it. Like, flipping through channels just to watch, like, have a movie on is like background noise and you're sort of watching it, but not really. That's not really watching a movie. And then, like, pop at the scenes you remember is like the favorite, like, the scenes you really know. There you go. That's not watching a movie. But, like, popping at the scenes you know. The Resident Evil movies are... No, the games are better. The video games of Resident Evil are better. The movie sucked. The games are better. The movies sucked. It's all about the games in that series. Which is ironic, because most movies that have video games made about them, the games suck. I mean, E.T. ring a bell? If I knew where that Atari box was, like with all my Atari games, I'd pull out E.T. I know it's in my room. I just don't know which box it is, and I don't have time to shuffle through it. But I have the ET. I have ET on Atari 2600. I have an Atari 2600. I have ET. Yeah, I bought ET on Atari 2600 like 11 years ago. Yeah. I need to finish my game collection. I do, but my video game collection, consoles and all that. But I'm not at a bad place. I'm like halfway there. But yeah, I have ET on Atari 2600. I do. Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree with that, but it's still going to be notable, you know? I don't think it was that bad, but it's just cool to have. But I played it. I don't think it was that bad. I mean, it's the Atari 2600. It's 8 bits. I mean, the sprites weren't great, but there are worse games, like actually worse games that have been made more recently. Or if we're talking about third-party movie games or just in general, there are worse games. Anybody remember Mind Jack? Remember? Oh, Sonic Free Riders. Does anybody remember that? Now that's a horrible game. Go Sonic Free in the wind. Huh. Anybody remember Sonic Free Riders? That was a horrible game. Mind Jack. That may have just told you I'm an Angry Joe fan, but I don't know. That may have just told you that. I don't know. If it's Orlando versus Portland in MLS Cup, MLS back tournament final rematch. That is true. Oh, look, a Muppet Show tifo with Beaker and the professor, the doctor, and then Muppet tifos of all the other players. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, the green, yellow one round was the professor. Yeah. Beaker and the professor. And we're off. I like that tifo. That was cool. And remember, this was pre-Nintendo quality control, so anyone with a computer and cartridge uploader can make a game for the Atari or any one of the array of competitors, most of which were nothing but garbage. That is true. The Nintendo quality seal was probably one of the best things that happened in gaming. True, truthfully. Speaking of, I do have an Intellivision as well. I have an Intellivision and Sega Master System as well. And an Odyssey 2. Cross in. That's past the post. I also have the like 2 Atari flashbacks and an Intellivision flashback and that NES Mini. Yeah, people making modules for an Intellivision that allowed it to play Atari. That's true. I remember hearing about that, yeah. And I also have an IntelliVoice. B-17 Bomber. B-17 Bomber. That also tells you I'm an angry video game nerd fan. Yep, the crash of 83. Yep. That was a decent functional game. I prefer Bomb Squad though. Yeah. This is the kind of lineup Savarese should have done in MLS Cup. Blanco's a super sub, gonna be nice, and a young mid takes over the fast-paced starting duties. I agree, but didn't he do that though? I could have sworn Blanco didn't start that MLS Cup. Headed away, cleared by Portland. Right now, they're still in 7th place with a draw. If they lose, they're in trouble. They got to at least draw. And if they draw, they may get knocked out by one of the other 2 teams. So, right now, Portland's still in the round 1. I may, if I watch it, I don't know if I'll watch it now, but I'll listen. You're adding more to my list, but during the off season, for sure, I will binge watch at least the first 2 Terminator movies if they're on Paramount Plus, or if I'm able to watch them on a freaking streaming service. Now they could just be on Apple TV for pay, and I'm not like you have to pay extra to watch it. I'm not doing that. It's on HBO Max, Paramount Plus. I could do it, but I'll look it up, and if it's on, I'll tell you what it's if it's on. But I'll try. I'll try to get it watched. That's about as much as I can say. Mostly it'll probably be during the off season, or when things start to slow up. Blanco starting slows everything down and puts Portland in bad positions to get scored on early. FAFO. I agree with that. Detroit City took an upset against Pittsburgh Riverhounds in the Eastern Conference, round of 32, 1-0. Dallas pushed Portland down to the wild card spot. Dallas just scored. Portland. We got America or Santos? America. I hate to say it, but America. Evander. Evander takes the shot. What a save by Steve Clark. He almost screwed it up, but that was a good save. Do you think Mexico could beat Colombia in December? I'm going to guess it's probably a more Liga MX heavy squad, so I trust Jimmy Lozano, but it depends on if Colombia's squad is their best squad or if it's a weaker squad, which I'm sure it'll be a weaker squad because it kind of has to be. But header over the bar. I'll say a draw. Mexico, I'd still think they're the favorite slightly, but a draw. In the playoffs, Santi Moreno was cooking. Even in the Western Conference Final versus RSL, Blanco and Asprilla never started, and Moreno and the other dude cooked. It's true. Still looking for the top league in UEFA that uses wins. Portugal uses head-to-head. Yep, Dallas is up 1-0 on LA Galaxy. 2-1 Club America. Yeah, there it is. I wonder how crazy Sebi is going to get. Y'all see the most recent episode? Belgium. Yep, I figured. One of those leagues. Why can't Santi Jimenez do well with Mexico? They're not giving him any chances. Like, they've only given him 3 starts. And one was with a B side in the Gold Cup. The second was... They've only given him 3 starts. And he barely got any service in this last start. He's sort of getting screwed over, not going to lie. Still scored the goal to win the Gold Cup, though, so I feel like he's kind of getting screwed over. I think Ghana would have probably been better for him to start. He would have got more service. He did win Mexico the Gold Cup. Not just technically, he did. How many goals for Mexico getting Honduras in both legs? 4. 4-1 Mexico. Belgium's league structure is subject to change at a moment's notice, as is Belgium itself. How Belgium is still a country is actually kind of absurd. True. Oh, wait. Julian Quinones could play against Colombia. Oh. Well, no, you're probably going to win then. There we go, yeah. Mexico wins. All you had to say was Julian Quinones. Yeah, Mexico's going to win. Yeah, it's a Liga MX heavy squad. Doesn't matter. Julian Quinones is there. He ain't in Europe. Felipe Mora plays it forward. Santi Moreno still. Cross. It's out for a corner for Portland in the 8th minute. 0-0. How we doing? Birmingham Legion is in the lead against Tampa Bay Rowdies. Another upset, 3-0. Damn, Rico Arozarena. It's still October. What the hell happened? What the hell happened? I guess the Arozarenas just rather play for their country now instead of play well in October. Because, you know, Tampa lost to the Rangers and then header, and now you get what I'm saying. Let's go, Timber, says Robert. Hey, go for a go, Dynamo. I'm live here, but oh, there's a little bit of orange on this shirt too. That was actually pretty smart. Do you think Houston's going to win? I think Portland's going to win. Or at least draw, but Portland win or draw. Portland has more to lose. Will the Carolina Panthers go 0-17? No. Carolina's going to win a game. Especially when Bryce Young gets healthy, they're going to win a game or two. It's just as hard to go 0-17 as it is to go 17-0. Will Quinones finally make his Mexico debut next month? Yes. Cross in. What are you doing? 9th minute. And Evander gets there but clears it out. Dallas has a 1-0 lead. So Portland will be in the wild card if this result holds. Next Olympics in Los Angeles will have baseball again. Yep, I saw. And it's also because baseball's in the U.S. Well, that's an American sport. So just like Japan, either that's the first time baseball's back permanently, or they did baseball as a United States, America's pastime thing. Because they sometimes have experimental or local sports that join the program. If you remember, baseball and softball came back in Japan because in Japan, baseball is a big sport. In the U.S., it's a very similar situation. Makes you wonder if flag football is there for America. But there's also flag football in 2028. Yeah, but he should have his citizenship by November for the Nations League tie, so he probably will play all three. And depending on when the game's on, I may be live for that Mexico game. 11th minute. Bingham looking shaky on that ball bump decision. That's true. Header. Goal! Griffin Dorsey with a header. Puts Houston up 1-0. Ooh. Oof, Maron. Portland's still in by the skin of their teeth, but Houston has the lead. Is this going to be like last year for Portland? Griffin Dorsey. Former Toronto man gets the header on the corner and scores the goal. Good for Griffin Dorsey. Just like he did in the Open Cup final, he's breaking dreams. Damn, I wish we still had him. Could have been good for us, Bob. Because when did he leave? Oh, when Bobby Bacala came in. Idiot. 12th minute. Portland has to come back. Yeah, other people have made that joke before. Goal for Houston. Yep, it's 1-0. 18 wins, 1 draw, 5 losses when scoring the first goal for Houston. I blame Bingham for that goal. He should have caught it instead of punched it right back to Houston. They got a corner out of it and a goal. Houston be like, striker, what striker? We got enough goal scores. Portland needs to find the goal because don't forget there's SKC in Minnesota. Yep, but as of now, they're still in the playoffs. But Sporting and Minnesota are playing each other. So if there's a win there, that'll knock Portland out. So Portland needs to score. At least draw. A draw would make them feel safe. A win would make them better off. Right now, second goal, 2-0 Dallas. Let's remember, Portland was in a playoff spot up on the last day, and they bottled it to RSL. They were playing at home. This feels like last year so far. No, because they're not going to let the MLB players play. Now, in America, they could take a longer all-star break to let the MLB players play in the Olympics in the USA. Maybe that'll happen, which could help other countries as well. I hope that happens. I hope they do take an Olympic break to let the Americans and other MLB players like Ohtani and so on play during the Olympics in 28. I think that would only be fair, just like hockey did for a while. Plays on, shot past the post. Since it's in the USA, I think that's only fair. No on what? The fact Portland's down or the fact I say Olympic baseball should have MLB players in 2028? I don't know why you disagree on that second part, but okay. If they let MLB players play in 28, yeah, Olympic baseball will be as good as the World Baseball Classic. I wonder who Marcus Stroman would play for if he's still playing. I agree with that. Turns out Houston might be the ones to worry about, not Portland. Turns out. I felt some chaos in the West, but it might just be Houston instead. Remember when the Yankees put up the sign in spring training in 2006 that apologized for the Yankees not having their best available due to meaningless international competition? Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah. They were losing Jeter, Rodriguez, A-Rod. They lost A-Rod. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. That's definitely changed. Louisville won the penalty shootout against Memphis. Let's go. Houston been the team to beat since before the Open Cup final. Yeah, but Portland was getting hot there for a while. Portland was getting pretty hot there for a while. But honestly, when it comes to spring training, most spring training games, especially when the World Baseball Classic is going on, is mostly minor leaguers. It's mostly backups and minor leaguers. Like, your best player is going to play, 3 innings, 4 innings at best? Like, seriously, when the freaking World Baseball Classic's going on, they do it at a time where it's mostly minor leaguers anyway. Why would you put up that sign? Like, most people know what's coming when you go to a spring training game, especially early in spring training. Yeah, it's a cool vacation, but you're going there to pretty much just say, hey, we're seeing minor leaguers play in maybe 2 innings of the Stars. Maybe. And then if you're unlucky and you get a split squad game, you might just get Evander doesn't get there. Saved by Steve Clark. Yankees fans expect better and deserve better. I wouldn't say deserve better, but yeah, they do expect better. Do you not see what happened this season? I don't know if they deserve better. You know who deserves better is Toronto fans. In any case. Because look at it. One of our best players from last year got traded to the Diamondbacks. Where is he? In the NLCS. Our best prospect gets traded to the Diamondbacks. Where is he? In the NLCS. Mind you, those 2 players are the reason that the Diamondbacks are in the NLCS. And what are we stuck with? Dalton Varsho. Richie Larea missed the penalty against LAFC. Damn it. So, all because Bo Bichette had to run into George Springer last year against Seattle, and we blew the lead 8-1. Let me tell you, Lourdes Gurriel and Gabriel Moreno would have still been Blue Jays had we not blown an 8-1 lead. Had we just lost that series normally, they'd still be Blue Jays. Arizona would not be in the freaking NLCS. We probably would have went further and had a better season. But no, Bo Bichette had to run into George Springer against Seattle, and we blew an 8-1 lead. What's it called? That damn Space Cadet is the reason why we suck. That Space Cadet, Bo Bichette is the reason why the Blue Jays suck, or just fraudulent. because all he could do is hit. He can't field. He's not smart. He has no brain. He overruns stop signs. He can't base run. All he could do is hit. He has cool hair. He has a cool name, and he can hit. If he had none of that, people would hate him. Hell, if he couldn't hit, people would hate him. And want him out. But no, at least he can hit, right? How about we make him a DH and give David Eckstein experimental longevity drugs, age reversal drugs, so we can have a good fielding shortstop. I know, harebrained idea, but David Eckstein is a real shortstop. Bo Bichette is no shortstop. Portland fans chanting lousy keeper right now. I wonder if they're chanting that at Bingham. Jimmy Chara, cross. Nice Batman reference. Shot. Evander brings it down. Jimmy Chara can't take the shot. It gets blocked away in the 20th minute. Oh, well, Kermit banner too. San Jose Earthquakes 1-0 over Austin. Yeah, they were above Portland anyway. San Jose lead. 20th minute. Yeah, I think I had Dallas missing the playoffs. Again, just not bottom of the league. George went all out on the Yankees financially. He didn't care about the money. Didn't care for the money. Yeah, I would agree with that. Where am I? Posters for Bradley and 20 bags of chips for free. That actually sounds awesome. Like what flavor of chips, though? Playing forward. Shot. Ooh. It's out for a corner. What flavor of chips? Ketchup, Lay's Original, sour cream and onion, Doritos. Yeah. Is Rory at the game? No, he's watching with his friends. FaceTime one of his friends. He's watching. Nice. Proud of you. Nice. I go with the green. Portland roaring back. Ketchup chips. Yeah, that's a Canadian thing. Ketchup chips. And all dressed ruffles. They're both pretty good. I like ketchup chips and all dressed ruffles. Cross in. Header. Drops in. Cleared. But Portland's finally sour cream and onion. You know what I go with? Give me 5 seconds. I may regret this. Didn't miss anything. All right. These are the best. These are the best chips of them all. And it is the brand, not just the type. It's the Tom's brand. These are the best. And I finally found them at that QT in St. Peter's. I found them. I got 2 bags. There were only 2 bags, and I got both of them. These are the best. It's a certain brand too. It's not just the type. It's about the brand. These are amazing. Trust me. Holy shit, there's a lot in here. It's more of a southern thing. Throw in for Houston, but you could buy it off their website and get like a box. I say you should. These are really good. See, this is one I've been talking about. Tom's brand. Boom. Hard to find. That's why I should buy them off the internet, but smaller bags. But $2 bag. Boom. Good. I love them. It's these. That's the San Jose goal. Yep. Yeah, it's an Ontario thing. And maple syrup and poutine. Poutine's pretty good, but ketchup chips are really good. San Jose goal. If they're leading by 2, it's still 1-0. Okay. Tortilla chips with chunky salsa by Tostitos. I mean, those aren't bad, but they ain't the Tom's chips. I do like sour cream and onion chips. And Lay's S&V aren't bad, but they are not Tom's. They are not. Pringles? Honestly, Pringles is probably better of the 3. But I like sour cream and onion. Barbecue chips are good. Oh. Seattle up to second. Yep. Yeah. Seattle score against St. Louis. Not surprised. Header. Ooh, good clearance. Oh, Portland at least gets a go. Ties this up. I want them to win, but at least if they stay in the playoffs. Boom. Oh, speaking of, look at that J-Lab ad. You like baked chips? No. No, they got to be fried. Baked chips, you're out of your damn mind. Speaking of, my AirPods are J-Labs. There you go, MLS. Ha ha ha. Oh, hell. I don't know why that falls out. Love me some Decision Day drama. Me too. Albert Rusnak scored. LA Galaxy with a meaningless for now goal. Rusnak scores for Seattle. Still where he plays. I don't like baked chips. I think they suck. Baked chips are no. It's like Diet Coke. You know, you're taking the good out of the drink's unhealthy. I get that. Yeah, Judgment Day is more epic. I agree, but you know, I gotta call it Decision Day because that's the branding. That's what people search. But like, yeah, maybe like Judgment Day, I'll make that. You know, be like. But maybe like on the videos, like when we get deeper and deeper, I'll call it Judgment Day. Yeah, no, I won't. No. You can, but I won't. You can, but I won't go there. Second for Houston. Artur plays on to Dorsey. Dorsey, Carrasquilla, Artur. Quinones, Nelson Quinones, and the tap in. Scory Baird. Offside. It's offside. Corey Baird is offside. Yeah, I call him Scory Baird. I'm not the only one. Scory Baird, but he was offside. Offside. Walks up to window and aims a minigun at police outside. Don't worry. Swore not to kill a human earlier. Hold your horses in your heart rates. Put on your Apple Watches and get your EKG machines. Make sure you don't have a heart attack or tachycardia. Either way, those like finger pads, not like a full-on EKG machine, you know, like those finger pads they show, like that. Or yeah, just use your freaking Apple Watches. Great time to close the window. Portland's feeling relief. Yeah. Whatever those finger pads are called. Playing forward. Oh, and your blood pressure machines. If you have them. Your blood pressure machine readers. 28th minute. Rolls out. That was a great time to close the window. I thought it was funny. 27th minute. You never know. '28th minute. But back to the point, speaking of heart trouble, like, baked chips are like Diet Coke. SKC just scored. Portland's out of the playoffs as it stands. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Yeah. Wonder if Rory's okay. Portland. Johnny Russell just scored. Seattle had a goal against St. Louis in St. Louis. Here comes Portland. Goal for Portland? I don't think so. Not yet. Maybe. Evander plays it on. This could be one, though. Here's a shot. Plays in. Evander! Over the bar. Right now, Sporting Kansas City will make it into the playoffs over Portland if this result holds. No goal yet. Evander puts it over the bar. If Portland scores, whoever has more wins. Let me check. I think Portland has more wins than Sporting, but I'm not sure. No, they don't. Sporting will stand over Portland. Portland has to win now. Portland has to win now. Unless it's a draw, then a draw would suffice. But Portland has to win now. Actually, no. A draw would put them through. But they got to hope Minnesota does them a job. 3-1 for Dallas. Well, we know what LA's getting. Anybody remember that song? Jimmy Chara. Shot save by Clark. So now you don't fumble it. All right. But you do an MLS Cup. I'm starting to think he didn't like being in Portland. So a Portland draw, as of now, would not put them through. They have to win in the situation they're in now. If Sporting wins or Minnesota wins, they have to win Portland. Cross in. Header. Mosquera. SKC's second goal. Header. Ooh. Now they have to win. Now they certainly have to win. Portland have to come back and win. I would hope to get a goal by the half. If I were you, Portland, I would get a goal by the half, but okay. Boom. And St. Louis is losing to freaking Seattle. Today's not a good day. Austin equalizes. Cross in. Shot. Brought down. It'll be cleared by Houston. Well, that doesn't really matter. Oh, that's -2 points. That still means San Jose's in the playoffs unless Austin can win. What if Guatemala faces Mexico? Mexico would win. But now if San Jose loses, Portland's back in the playoffs. So they may get a backdoor way in. Come on, Austin. Come on, you laminators. You know, because they laminated the predictions last year. Bulletin board material, you don't remember? 32nd minute. You laminators. That doesn't work. That does not carry weight. By the way, if you want me to do the MLS Next Pro Cup final tomorrow, you know what to do. Speaking of Austin, 33rd minute. Third minute. Playing forward is Houston. LAFC just scored against Vancouver. Well, there's that. I mean, I know Austin's gone trash, but see, I want Portland to make the playoffs. I like Portland. Plays on. Ooh. Oh. Clear the damn ball. Denny Bouanga's top of Golden Boot. Yeah, he was top of Golden Boot anyway, even if he didn't score, but he certainly is. He is certainly Golden Boot now. Like, that man, Denny Bouanga, is Golden Boot now. So, I don't know why you're shocked. Plays on. Jimmy Chara does not get there. Saved by Steve Clark. And Steve Clark is hurt. They're just checking on him. He's up. What in the mullet is he? Did he just grow a mullet? Did that man, Steve Clark, grow a mullet? Oh! When the ball was played in, could have been a handball there. That man grow the same hill. That is a Joe Dirt mullet if I've ever seen one. That is a Joe Dirt redneck mullet. I could tell that man roots for Dale. I could tell that man roots for Dale Earnhardt. I could tell that man says, raise hell, praise Dale. Not that I'm judging him, I do too. He ain't no Jeff Gordon fan, though, I can tell you that much. Send him to a rugby match. Now, send him to a NASCAR race. 1-0 Houston. There was a reason he was called the Intimidator. There was a reason he was called the Intimidator. Portland, Houston, it's 1-0 Houston. Not for Portland, though. But it's 1-0 Houston. Header, cleared. Good for y'all, soccer guy. Only one goal for you. Here comes Evander. Evander. Still on the ball. Crosses. Jimmy Chara takes too much of a turn. Shot past the post. Recu as soon as looking at you. Paredes puts it wide. But Jeff Gordon rode the wall. Jeff Gordon was a punk. Jeff Gordon, punk. You know, because he's retired. But Jeff Gordon was a punk. Man rode the wall. And then Carlos crashes. Jeff Gordon was a wall rider. I'm winning the bracket challenges here, guys. Exactly. I said it. Jeff Gordon was a punk. He was soft. He was soft. Shot past the post. It wasn't Truex. Was it Truex? I think it may have been Truex. Could have been Truex. Think. I know he shoved somebody. Hold on. Kenseth. Matt Kenseth in 06. It was Kenseth. Matt Kenseth. 1-0. No. Well, you can take Insigne, but not Bernadeschi. Raise Hale, praise Dale. Both senior and junior. Jeff Gordon is a no-good punk Yankee. Jeff Gordon is a no-good punk Yankee. Who rides the damn wall? Yeah, because he should have been in the Indy 500. He should have been in IndyCar instead of Danica Patrick. Or Helio. Either way. Jeff Gordon would have been an F1 driver. Yeah, he would have drove for the shit box of Ferrari. The only one I don't watch is IndyCar. I just think it's a cheap imitation of F1. True. That's why I said Helio too. But, you know, speaking of racing, if Danica Patrick could be in NASCAR, Le Mans, I watch Le Mans. Yeah. But if Charles Leclerc was in NASCAR, I think Charles Leclerc could be in NASCAR because Danica was in NASCAR. Because, again, F1 is very similar to IndyCar. IndyCar is a cheap imitation, but, you know, very similar. So if Danica could be in NASCAR, Charles Leclerc could. And besides, it's probably better than riding that shitbox Ferrari that screws him over every week. So. And besides, on the road courses, Charles Leclerc would wipe everybody. Now he'd be horrible at Bristol. On the dirt. He'd be horrible at Bristol. What? He's been on Ferrari for like 6 years. He's F1 now. He's been F1 since like 18. He's been on Ferrari for like 6 years now. And Ferrari's a shit box and it's screwing him over, but you know. And besides, on the road courses, he would wipe everybody. Now, I think he would do horrible at Bristol on the dirt. I think him on dirt he'd spin out. Especially the first time. But that's nothing new for him. Nothing new. Oh, yeah. I remember that. How are we doing, Red Bull Insider? I think Leclerc would be absolutely horrible on dirt at Bristol. I think he would spin out, especially the first time. Now, the road courses, though, he would win every road course, all 6 of them. That'd probably get him into the playoffs itself. I think he'd pick up enough points on the other courses that he'd be in the playoffs, but those road courses would be his crutch. But I'd love to see it, just to see it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. But, I mean, I like Leclerc. I mean, Leclerc is my favorite F1 driver. NASCAR should have a road course feeder system of some kind. That is true. I agree. Still weird they have that one dirt track at Bristol. I mean, they do have a road course at Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian NASCAR circuit. But in Montreal, they used to have a Ontarian road track or road circuit. But 43rd minute. I don't know what happened to that one, though, in Ontario. MLB to Portland. I agree. Yeah. The Glen, Circuit of the Americas. You can follow Miami, Las Vegas, the Montreal Island. Yeah. MLB to Nashville. I don't disagree there either. Hell, I'd go to Nashville to see the Blue Jays. That'd be nice. I like Nashville anyway. Nashville's a good city. I like it. I want to see Verstappen in a NASCAR fight. No, Leclerc. I don't want to see Verstappen in NASCAR, even though it would give Leclerc a better chance to win F1. But no. I want it to be serious. Maybe Verstappen is so good at F1, he wants to try himself. Like after a couple more years, he wants to try himself in NASCAR. I could see that happening. Actually, now that you put it like that, yeah, I can see it. I'd root for Max over most everybody else. I really don't have a favorite driver anymore. Yeah, Red Bull's really good at making the car, but I mean, you don't see Red Bull in NASCAR, though. I mean, I agree. I think Leclerc is a wonderful driver, but again, Ferrari screws him over every week with some bullshit. Blown tire, spins out, all that. I mean, sometimes it's a crash that he causes, but 4 minutes in, Ferrari is a shit box. But who's to say that after Verstappen dominates F1 for like another 4 years, Red Bull's like, oh, people really like Verstappen, and we don't have a Red Bull car in NASCAR. Let's put him in there on name value. And they'll do it. And we'll get ourselves in there. And who's to say that Red Bull doesn't make the best NASCAR car out of them all? And the same thing happens. But Ferrari's a shit box. I said it'd be a Red Bull idea, but why would they send Checo Perez? Verstappen's the one winning all these races, not Checo. Verstappen's the popular one. Maybe F1 for the good of F1. F1 Verstappen and Red Bull make a deal. They get themselves in NASCAR. He goes over there, or comes over here, and they have more competitiveness. Then again, they never did it to Lewis Hamilton. So I don't know. And he was dominant. Another Dallas goal. Evander shot, blocked away, corner in stoppage time. Now, I'm kind of glad Mercedes is a shit box this year. It's kind of hilarious. It is very hilarious to see Mercedes be a shit box this year. I've never really been a fan of Lewis Hamilton. I never have. It's kind of funny to see Mercedes be a shit box. It's funny. Oh, and by the way, Bottas can't protect him either. Side netting. Oh, by the way, Bottas can't protect him no more either. I always kind of felt like Valtteri Bottas was the secret weapon for Mercedes. He ain't there no more. So it's all what it is. But it's funny. Your brain drain eventually catches up to you. So it's Red Bull now. So like 7 or 8 years, Red Bull is going to. I don't know if it will for Red Bull though. I don't know if Red Bull's gonna. Well, if Verstappen leaves. I don't know if they'll be as dominant. Like, he does have talent. You know. I don't know. Red Bull seems like a team that wouldn't fall off, at least for now. Like, they have enough money to basically buy everybody up, and they have the technology, and I mean, true. Or just send him to AlphaTauri. 49th minute. Like, I mean, freaking Ferrari does it with Haas. I mean, Leclerc was Haas for 1 year. Can Verstappen catch up to Hamilton? Probably. Red Bull's assistant director gets hired by Ferrari as their director. That would be amazing. Halftime. It's 1-0 Houston at the half. True. But you know what? I'd love to see an exhibition race, like 2 exhibition races a year, like basically like a 2-legged aggregate. The best F1 drivers come over here to race at Daytona in NASCAR cars against NASCAR drivers. But all the F1 teams make their NASCAR cars. So it's the same teams that make their car. And that's a special event at Daytona. Then on the other end, you go to Monza or whatever for maybe it'd probably be Qatar. Who am I kidding? For the same situation where the NASCAR makers make an F1 car and the NASCAR drivers join Leclerc and all those the big guys on a F1 course. I think that's a good idea. It builds your viewership in other countries. It builds F1's viewership in the USA and North America, and it builds NASCAR's viewership everywhere else. They did a Le Mans car. NASCAR's probably down with it. I think NASCAR would be down with it. They did Le Mans. Who would have thought they would have done that? So, I'm just saying. I think they'd be down with it. And F1 knows it'll probably grow their viewership in North America if they did it that way too. So, I think it's a good idea. Personally. You do one of each. Dolphins division winner prediction looking nice right now at start because I said Buffalo will lose the AFCs. Does look pretty good. But we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats. I still think it was a pretty good idea. 1-0 Houston going into the second half, and Portland's out of the playoffs as of now. They need an Austin win, or they need to win themselves, or both. With that being said, sit tight, I'll be back. Yeah, that was kind of shocking. No, Tua is an MVP this year. He is honestly top 3 player in the league right now. Seriously. I'm happy to see it because I didn't want to see his career end. Like, I'm happy to see him playing as good as he is. It's nice to see. But with that being said, we'll take a short break. We'll be back. Sit tight. We're back for the stats, the half. Yeah, Tua is better. Tua or Mahomes, yeah, I agree. Stats at the half. What we got? I don't know if I reloaded it. But here we go. There we go. 39% possession to 61% possession. 9 shots to 3. 4 shots on goal to 2. 5 fouls, or 126 accurate passes to 225, 78% to 85%. 5 fouls to 5. 6 corners to 2. 9 shots to 3. 4 shots on goal to 2. 162 passes to 264. 126, 78% pass accuracy to 85% pass accuracy. 10 throws to 6. 0 yellow cards to 3. 0 red cards to 0. 1-0 at the half for Houston. Right now, I think Houston at first was the better team. They got the early goal, but Portland's been better since they got scored on. I think it was a horrible mistake by Bingham to punch the ball away and give them the corner that got them a goal. But Portland's been playing better since they've been scored on. They just couldn't put the ball away, but they've had a lot of chances. I think Portland look like the better team right now, but Houston's winning on score, which isn't great, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens that they win on the score, which isn't nice, but what can you do? Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. What was the over-under number on Virginia UNC? Let me see. $31.27. ESPN. There it is. Okay. That's basketball. Holy crap. Duke is beating Florida State at the end of the third quarter. Huh. Well, ain't that some? I still can't believe Mississippi State won 7-3. At least our defense played well. Here we go. Gamecast. There we go. The over was 58. The over was 58. Over-under was 58. Holy crap. It just... it pushed. It pushed. Oh, it pushed. Well, it was 58 on ESPN right now. Over under 58 by Caesars. So, and UNC got beat. They didn't even win on the aggregate or whatever. But there you go. Speaking of. Minnesota beat Iowa. I'm not surprised. West Virginia lost to Oklahoma State. Toledo beat Miami of Ohio. UTSA beat Florida Atlantic. Ole Miss versus Auburn. Still out. USC versus Utah. Ole Miss is beating Auburn, though. Clemson beating Miami. Georgia State beating Louisiana. Okay. See where we are. Navy did not lose by less than none. Let's go Red Bulls. I'll be going to the game on Wednesday. Hopefully you win. Line moved up a point, probably. Hit the join button and pick a... Hit the join button and pick a level. $1.99 or $4.99. The join button right next to the join button right next to the subscribe button. Boom. And you know what? We'll count it. If he joins at Dynasty Stars, we'll do the MLS Next Pro Cup. We'll count it. Oh my God. They lost by 14. Texas did not win by 22. Of course. Michigan is winning by 24.5. LSU is winning by the number. Duke is... Shit, Florida's not winning at all. If I do that, I get a copyright strike. So, no. Washington versus Arizona State is not started yet. Okay. And my confidence, I will lose. Ole Miss winning. UTSA, Ohio State. Looks like I'm going to get that. Doesn't look like I'm going to get that. West Virginia I had West Virginia beating Oklahoma State. Georgia State beating Louisiana, and Toledo beat Miami of Ohio. There we go. There we go. Teams are out for the second half. Minnesota went outright. How we doing, Rafa? We're back in the second half. Speaking of. Man, I'm winning that pick'em from the Mississippi State group chat. There we go. Cross in. Header punched away. Punched away by Bingham. Boy, I thought he was going to give that one up. He's not been that good. Right now, Portland's out of the playoffs. We need an Austin win. We need an Austin win, which that may not even be enough. We may need a Portland draw plus an Austin win. They do have more wins than San Jose, so if Austin were to win over San Jose, Portland would still back into the playoffs, even with a loss. Good for Charlotte. They deserve to be in the playoffs. They played well this year. How did Messi lose against Charlotte? He did. Miami might need to make some moves. They might need to make some moves. Predictions for Charlotte versus the New York Red Bulls. I think Red Bulls. Yeah, they're above. Red Bulls are hosting. I think Red Bulls have the more potential. I think Red Bulls. 2-1. 2-1. It's going to be tight. But Red Bulls did go deeper in Leagues Cup. Yeah. Or no, they didn't. My bad. They lost to Querétaro. Yeah, my bad. They didn't go deep. But they went deep. They just didn't go as deep. Querétaro Philly. They lost. Yeah, it was conference, or it was the Eastern semis. Shot. Plays on Carrasquilla. Carrasquilla! Blocked away. Carrasquilla still. Goal! 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 Adalberto Carrasquilla! 2-0 Houston. 2-0. Adalberto Carrasquilla puts Portland down. Now Austin really needs to win for Portland. Portland might just be F. Jeffrey Dahmer takes his seat. Jeffrey Dahmer is taking his seat. It's all going wrong for Portland, but what a goal by Adalberto Carrasquilla. What a goal by the Panamanian. Wow. He's had a year. He's had a season. He's had a damn good season. Would you buy the new Spider-Man game? I barely play video games at this point, so no. 2-0 Houston. He's a Portland fan. He's rooting for Portland. Either way. We need Austin to... If you're a Portland fan, we need Austin to score another goal and win the match. If not, Portland's out of the playoffs for the second straight year in a similar situation as last year on Decision Day. All they had to do was win against RSL to get into the playoffs last year. They lost at home. Will the same happen again? All they had to do was get a result, to be completely honest, to get into the playoffs. Will the same happen at home this year? Or will enough results go Portland's way that they back their way into the playoffs? Who knows? Sporting Kansas City draw would put Portland. No, it wouldn't, actually. Oh, yeah, right. We figured out the wins tiebreaker would not back Portland. 50th minute. I guess Houston's the one you got to be worried about. As of now, St. Louis City is still first in the West. Los Angeles, LAFC, is second place. Third place is Seattle. Fourth place is Houston. Fifth place is RSL. Sixth place is Vancouver Whitecaps. Seventh place is FC Dallas. Those are your automatic bids. Your wild card teams. Sporting Kansas City hosting the San Jose Earthquakes. If it holds. If this holds. Portland on the outside looking in just like they were last year. Minnesota United doesn't make it. Austin, LA, and Colorado were already eliminated before tonight. Which means your 14 MLS playoff teams, or not 14, your 18. Yeah, 18. Your 18 MLS playoff teams this year: FC Cincinnati, Orlando City, Columbus Crew, Philadelphia Union, New England Revolution, Atlanta United, New York Red Bulls, Charlotte FC, St. Louis City, LAFC, Seattle Sounders, Houston Dynamo, Real Salt Lake, Vancouver Whitecaps, FC Dallas, Sporting Kansas City, and the San Jose Earthquakes. Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe Austin, as it stands. Oh, that's just sad. Charlotte, by points, is behind Portland on the full table. So, technically, the 19th place team makes the playoffs, but the 18th place team in the league doesn't. Ah, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Charlotte made the playoffs, but Portland's above them in 18th. That makes no sense. I mean, I guess in the top 18, there's more Western teams than Eastern teams, I guess. That's still kind of weird, though, that a playoff team can finish under 18th and still make the playoffs. Huh. Well, there you go. Portland has no ideas right now. Yeah, they're giving up. They're giving up. I can tell you that much. It looks like they're giving up. Oh, Quiñones. Nelson Quiñones plays it up to Hector Herrera. Dorsey tries to chip over. They're booing Steve Clark. Yeah, he finally shows up now instead of showing up in MLS Cup 2 years ago. San Jose off the post. Man, I hate it for Portland. I hate it for Portland. 54th minute. Speaking of NLCS Game 5. Looks like Arizona is losing to Philly, by the way, in the NLCS. Oh, 6-1. Guess they're going to go back to Philly where they have to win both. Well, you hate to see it. We'll at least be playing NLCS or Championship Series baseball on the 23rd, but there you go. 55th minute. Shot! Oh! Past the post. But there you go. The ALCS will end on the 23rd, if need be. Could end tomorrow. Header. SKC is -3. SJ is -4. Yeah, it's about the wins. Could end tomorrow. But Houston sucks at home, so maybe they'll go to a Game 7 on the 23rd. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably watch it. Arizona-Philly will probably end on the 23rd. And if they somehow get to a Game 7, I'll be shocked. I wouldn't be so shocked if Texas-Houston goes to a Game 7, but I could see Sporting Kansas City upsetting San Jose. I think they will. Quinones, what a save, Bingham. Hector Herrera. And then the 27th is when the World Series starts. At least finally have Fox back. That's good news. '57th minute. Can we promote Oakland's USL Championship team to the MLS to give Oakland something to cheer for? I'm down with that. Might as well relegate Toronto, though. Oh, for Oakland? So USL Championship games or CPL games. 58th minute throw-in. Yeah, that was pathetic. Honestly, we do deserve to get relegated. I'm just glad we're in the MLS where we don't get relegated. We're still going to be playing in MLS next year. Undeservedly so. Oh, we lost a rot loss too. Well, yeah, we lost a rot loss too, didn't we? Wouldn't even be good, at least till 2025. Sebastian Blanco's coming on. Relegation ain't never coming back to Liga MX. Yeah, I agree. They're not going to do it. If they do, I'll be shocked. I won't say I'll eat my hat, though, because I'm not going to eat my hat. But they bring on Sebastian Blanco. Portland win versus Houston, or Portland draw versus Houston, and San Jose draw versus Austin, or Portland draw versus Houston, and Dallas draw at LA, or San Jose lose versus Austin, or Dallas lose at LA, or Kansas City draw against Minnesota. What's your point? Well, Phoenix, I'm surprised Phoenix Rising isn't in MLS. I agree. It should be. It should be. It should be. There are elimination scenarios. I get that, but it doesn't. I get their elimination scenarios, but it's like, who eliminates who? Is it all for Portland, or that's what I can't figure out. Playing forward in the 61st minute is Houston. What the? No, that sounds fun. Might as well try it in the off season. As a result of Calvary going to the CPL final, Forge joined Calvary in next year's CONCACAF Champions Cup. Forge are in Champions Cup, baby. Let's go. I may not have TFC, but guess what I do have in February? Hold on. What I do have? Oh, I guess so. Boom. 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 I mean, Messi Mania is good for me, as you could tell. St. Louis and Forge. Boom. There you go. And Messi Mania is good for me. What would happen if Calvary wins the championship? They're both in the preliminary round. Doesn't change anything. CPL doesn't go up due to winning a championship. They're both in the prelim round. But Forge is in it, so that's the good news. We get Forge back in CONCACAF. That's the Forge shirt. Because they're Tim Hortons Field. Are there any Tim Hortons in the USA, or are they strictly Canada only? There are Tim Hortons in the USA, especially in Columbus. I went there. There used to be a Tim Hortons here, but it got closed for a, what is it called? Lion's Choice, which I didn't like that, but besides, Arby's is better anyway. Arby's is better anyway. It ain't about Lion's Choice, it's Arby's. Arby's is better. Cleared away. What is Mascara doing? God, they clear it, though. That was just stupid. Playing forward, Portland, 64th minute. Dollar Store, Waffle House, Walmart. Crystals. Instead of White Castle, it's Crystals, which is way better anyway. Oh, besides, if you watch Company Man, true. I should get the Messi. Oh, I need a Messi kit for Miami as well. So, the La Noche kit, yeah. And I could wear it for Argentina as well, but we'll see. We'll see. What would Matt Mitchell say? Probably say good things about crystals. It's the only one in the South. It's not like there's a White Castle around of crystals. It's just crystals. And besides, mustard on the bun, like put on the bun at the restaurant and probably broiled, is better than putting on your own mustard at home. Like, I mean, I can handle White Castle because that's all I can get. But if I'm in the South, I'm going to crystals. Seriously, I'm going there. Just like I did last year when I was in Greenville. I went to crystals. In a suit, mind you. Same day as I did the picture on the levee. But yeah. So. Pretty good, though. I don't know. Who knows if I was getting side eyes for wearing a suit? I don't know. Do you even have Dunkin' Donuts? I mean, around me, yeah, in the South. I didn't see one. I didn't see one. I didn't see one. I did see Jack's, though. Which aren't Jack in the Boxes. It's just a different Jack's restaurant. Yeah, it used to be here, but no. Used to be here, but no. Foul on Hector Herrera by Diego Chara. Off the post again in San Jose. Yeah, it looks like Portland's going to be out. It looks like Portland's done. Obobase off the post. What a fumble. Oh, my God. A former Timber almost damned the Timbers. Ain't that some? Richie Larea playing on to Vite. Richie Larea, cross. And there's a goal for Vancouver. It's 1-1. And it was Ali Ahmed who scored the goal. Richie Larea. Yeah, exactly. 4-3 Club America. Wait, they're losing 4-3? Hector Herrera gets a yellow card, 68th minute. They added Food Network to Pluto TV? Please tell me how recent this is. Oh. Really? Somebody had to put an ad up there from 2018? Houston 3. LAFC's now 3 seed play Vancouver. Nah, Houston was offside. No, they were offside. Dorsey pops in the shot, but it's offside. 68th minute. Really? They had to show? Because that makes sense. Because, yeah, HBO Max, that makes sense. Houston 3, it's offside. I saw. Okay. Why would you put a freaking article from 2018 in there? Fools. Why would they have to do that? Oh, no. Holy Cross lost by 3 to Lafayette. Today it's over. Playing forward, 70th minute. Wait, is Georgia playing Holy Cross or is you talking about Fordham? I'm guessing Fordham. Maybe if we went out, Crush Army on Veterans Day, maybe we could get ranked again. Aliu coming on for Houston. It is Fordham. I think it's Zendejas just scored for America and Mexico City. Chivas fans are reminding them they won twice in a row. Next week is Fordham. Oh, Fordham. Huh. '70th minute. '70th minute, 20 minutes to go. Oh, here's something cool. One CPL final curse will be lifted next week. Forge has a chance to be the first club to lift the final trophy at home. Cavalry have the first chance to be the club to finish, first chance to be a club that finishes top of the table and wins the final. 71st minute. Three-0 game over. Here we are. Plays on. Carrasquilla. Plays on. Griffin Dorsey. Puts the dagger in the heart of the Portland Timbers. Griffin Dorsey puts a second goal in. And that's it. They're done. That'll do. 3-0. Houston, game over. Somebody, as I said, if somebody drops a second super chat of the day, we'll do MLS Next Pro Cup tomorrow. That is Griffin Dorsey. Portland are out of the playoffs. Just like last year in the similar situation. 30 points for Gryffindor. I'm surprised he doesn't play. I'm surprised he doesn't play Quidditch. Take the L out of Lover. It's over, brother. It's over, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. It's over. I tried. Let me tell you something, brother. It's over. Frank Boley is on for Juan Mascara. Now they're starting to try. Nah, it's over. It's over. '74th minute. I know Charles Leclerc has the pole, but for me, Max is still going to win somehow. He's going to win. Charles Leclerc, even though he has pole, he's not going to win. He's not going to win. Some will happen. It'll be shocking if he wins. But, I mean, the Drivers' Championship is over anyway. Max Verstappen's the world champion. So what's the point, you know? Even if. That'd be scoreboard window dressing if frickin' Leclerc was somehow to win. But I don't think Max is the type of guy who's already won who's going to stop trying to win the races. So yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Like it's gonna be Max. Max. I'm gonna say Max, Checo, and Max, Checo, and Leclerc podium. Max P1, Checo P2, Leclerc P3. Diego Luna scores. Probably, yeah. I'm good with that. Diego Luna scores 76 minute. They're taking off. Wait, they're taking off Evander. Or is that a throw in? Okay. I was like, if they're taking him off, that's just stupid. If you wanted any chance, you can't take him off. 76 minute. That would be stupid if they did. As of now, 76 minute. 3-0 Houston. Yeah, San Jose's at least going to draw. $76 minute. When's the next live? Depends. Could be next Tuesday. Wait. I think it's either Sunday or Wednesday. Depends. If I get a super chat, we'll do the MLS Next Pro Cup final tomorrow. If not, a second super chat. If not, I don't think there's any wild card games being played on Tuesday. It's just Wednesday. But if there may be some on Tuesday. I have to check. But at least Tuesday or Wednesday. I think there's some on Tuesday. So it should be Tuesday, but who knows? Could be Sunday. We'll see. You'll know in about 77 to 87, about 18 minutes. You'll know in about 18 minutes. Or sooner, but at the very most 18 minutes. You'll know. What are your thoughts on the goalkeeper Charlotte making world-class saves at the end? Miami keeps Miami from scoring. Hey, Kalina stood in his head. He wanted playoffs more than anybody. Minnesota's dead and buried. I'm not surprised. You know, Kalina wanted playoffs more than anybody. He stood in his head. I got to give him a freaking round of applause for that. Like, he stood in his head to get the goal, or get the game, get the points, and get to the playoff, to the wild card. He did well. He did amazingly. Houston and Orlando are teams of destiny. I could see it. I could see it. What? That's crazy. Colorado RSL. Here's a Diego Luna goal. Oh! What a shot. 77th minute in Portland. They're in trouble. This is crazy. All right. New directive in the MLS Fan Code of Conduct prohibits flags representing a country or nationality at MLS matches. Fans carrying such flags will not be permitted to enter the stadium. What the hell is this? Portland's coming back. Yeah, sure. 10 minutes to score 2 goals. Mora! Felipe Mora pops one in. It's still 10 minutes and 2 goals, but maybe they have life. No. You know they're probably doing that just so there's no Palestinian flags in the crowd. You know exactly why they did that new directive. They don't want no visible Palestine support. I'm just saying. I mean, what else is there? I mean, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Felipe Mora scores in the 80th minute. That's the only thing that makes sense. They don't want fans bringing in Palestinian flags. 80th minute for Felipe Mora. It's 1-3. Probably what it is. I wouldn't be shocked. Probably the second leg of the final. We won't, with the playoffs, we won't be able to do any Liga MX games until possibly the second leg of the final. So it's either, if that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I would hope to do the second leg of the final. And if I can do the first leg, I'll do the first leg too. So most likely December. But it may not happen that way. Who knows? Espria is on. Evander with a corner. If they score here, they still have life. Anthony is coming on as well. Anthony is coming on as well for Bravo. They're putting everybody on. They're going for it. Minnesota score against SKC. SKC 3. Minnesota 1. If Portland scores here, there's still a chance. There's still some life. But they have to win. They have to score 2 more goals after that. So, cross in. Dorsey clears. If they draw, no, wait, they have more wins than San Jose. So if they were to draw, they would be in on points or wins. So all they have to do is score 2 goals and Portland will be in the playoffs. But they have some time. Portland scores 2 goals, they'll be in the playoffs. Mora pushed off the ball because they have more wins than San Jose. As of now, San Jose's drawing Austin. If San Jose still draws Austin and Portland scores 2 goals, they will be in the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. If San Jose loses, Portland will be in the playoffs, no matter what. Anthony underruns it. That'll be a goal kick at the 84th minute. They have to score very, very quick. Timbers did get a goal. But it looks like this game has gone awry. Heavily gone awry. Smith coming on. And Caicedo coming on. Smith for Quinones. They're putting on more defense. 84th minute. Is that a smart play? We will find out. Temple is useless in the American. Bassi for Caicedo. Actually, you probably could. '85th minute. Plays forward. Header cleared. 85th minute left in this football match. 5 minutes, or into the 85th minute, 5 minutes left. Portland is in trouble. Portland's in some big trouble. FSU breaks away late, beat Duke. Told you they'd win. Told you. Bowley. Frank Bowley. That's out. Joseph Martinez is leaving Miami after 1 season. Here comes Suarez then. Damn, Joseph's leaving Miami after a season. I got an idea. Toronto. John Herdman, you better jump all over that. I swear to God. John Herdman, your ass better jump all over that. That's all I'm saying. If Miami's going to be that stupid, well, I mean, they kind of have to. They want Suarez, but I guarantee you Martinez is going to be better than Suarez next year. I was surprised they ain't telling Campana to fuck off. That can't be true. That cannot be true. Well, we'll take him. We actually need a striker. Owusu didn't look too bad today, but we need a number 1 striker. We'll give him DP money. Nah, they'll keep Robert Taylor. But I don't want him anyway. But Joseph still has it. He still has it. And besides, we need an actual striker. So even a half-good Joseph is still better than whatever the hell we had this year. So it can't be worse. It can't be worse than CJ Sapong. He can't be worse than DeAndre Kerr. Can't be worse. Worth a shot. I'm down. Campana's been better than Joseph since League's Cup ended. Or maybe he needs Messi. I don't know. But still can't be worse than Sapong. So. Again, can't be worse than Sapong. With Bernadeschi and Malula and maybe a number 10. You know what? I'm not down. I'm not worried about it. Hey, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I trust Joseph more than Sapong. I trust Joseph more than Io. I trust Joseph more than as a starter than Owusu. But hey, if Owusu gets a run as a starter, we're probably in trouble. But he wasn't too bad. Owusu's a backup, but he wasn't too bad today. But he ain't no starter. But he actually got service. He looks like a serviceable backup, Owusu. So I'm not saying get him out of there. But Kerr is a third, but also could play the wing. Yeah, I don't see why not. It's worth a shot. Can't be worse. It's a lot of can't be worse in that statement. He's an upgrade as soon as we sign him. He's scoring more than 3 goals. Goal for the Bruins. He's scoring more than 3 goals from the striker position next year. He's scoring at least 10. That's an upgrade. That is true. But if it's down on the ground. But that's why we have a number 10. Or why we would have a number 10. Or should have a number 10. But I don't know if they're going to do that. But Herdman did put Bernadeschi at the 10. So maybe if Bernadeschi stays, he's the 10. They have another DP player. They have Coelho. Honestly, I can see Bernadeschi playing the 10. I'd rather him be the other striker. Free kick. I'd rather him be the other striker. Joseph up top. An actual number 10. Insigne's thrown out the door. And we go from there. Works for me. Carrasquilla for Steres. With a minute to go plus stoppage time. Works for me. Works for me. I think it could work. But maybe I'm the one who figures how it can work. Be nice to at least discuss things with John Herdman, I think. Phillies beat Diamondbacks 6-1. There we go. I got some good ideas. I got some good ideas, or at least they're ideas. I'm not saying they're foolproof, but they're good ideas. I never said they were foolproof. I think most of them are. I think most of them would hit. I don't think they're all foolproof. But with this season, I mean, they're all going to be at least a plus for the next year. They're all going to be a plus. It's hard for them not to be. That's the good thing about a situation like this, is the ideas that I have would be a plus. Looks like the Phillies are the team of destiny this year. Well, they were last year, too. I want them to win the World Series because, you know what? I want them to win over either Texas team, even though they beat the Braves again. Oh, boy. Now, if the Diamondbacks get there, as far as I can tell, no. Huh? As far as I can tell, no. Three minutes to go. If stoppage time, probably more like 7 minutes to let all these matches finish. But, you know, yeah. More like 10 minutes to let all these matches finish. But still, 3 more minutes, or now 2, halfway through stoppage time. You really want Game 7. I don't want to see Philly in the World Series. They beat the Braves. Besides, the Diamondbacks have 2 former Blue Jays, and I sort of want the middle finger to Ross Atkins for being a stupid idiot. It's over. 92nd minute. It's over. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, it's over. Even if it's not really over, it's over. 93rd minute. Header past the post. That's out for a corner, but it's way too late. One minute to go. Just go to the Pac-12. I'm joking. Well, I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. Hey, maybe the ACC is going to need you when it gets blown up in a couple of years. Backfill the ACC. Portland's like Colorado in the 2021 World Cup or Western Conference semis after giving up a goal. I guess Philly. I'd rather have Philly win over the Texas teams. 94th minute. Goal kick, and that'll end it. And it's full time. Portland is eliminated for the time being. 1-3. Portland's match is over. Portland is eliminated as it stands. Portland is eliminated as it stands. 93-37 down in San Jose. Dallas is over. Dallas Galaxy is over. Dallas wins. Portland is over. A minute and a half more stoppage time for Austin San Jose. This is Portland's chance. San Jose has to get scored on by Austin. If not, they will truly be eliminated. But right now, they're on the razor's edge. Sporting KC beats Minnesota United. They're 8th place. Houston, Portland's over. Portland's in 10th. We need a last-minute goal by Austin here if you're a Portland fan. Colorado is still playing RSL. That doesn't change anything. Vancouver is still playing LAFC. They got a draw. Seattle's beating St. Louis. 30 seconds. Austin clears. 30 seconds, and Portland will be eliminated from the playoffs. Only 2 Cascadia teams are going bowling. Yep, that's Seattle and Vancouver. LA and Vancouver just ended. LA draws Vancouver. LA's in 3rd. Goal kick, and that should be the end of the game. Oh, wait, it's Stuver taking it. I would rush that. I don't know about you, but I would rush it, but okay. The third to last game to end. Stuver to take the goal kick. Austin has seconds, but Rigoni did not get there. Sporting will force game 3 versus St. Louis. I could see it. That's out. The row in for San Jose. San Jose, full time. Portland is eliminated. San Jose makes the playoffs as the number 9 seed. Portland is in. Or Portland is out. San Jose's in. My bad. San Jose is in. Portland is out. Let's see. It is over in Colorado. Colorado loses to Salt Lake. Salt Lake is 1. And that means the only game left is St. Louis and Seattle. It is final. St. Louis loses to Seattle 2-0. So that'll do it. That'll do it. So, well, how the West look? How the West looks. St. Louis City in first place. 3 points ahead of the Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders in second. Los Angeles FC, LAFC in third. Houston Dynamo in fourth. Real Salt Lake in fifth. The Vancouver Whitecaps in sixth. FC Dallas in seventh. Sporting Kansas City at 8. San Jose Earthquakes at 9. San Jose and Sporting Kansas City will be your wild card match on Wednesday. Sporting hosts San Jose. Portland, Minnesota, Austin, LA Galaxy, and Colorado Rapids are out. We found out Portland and Minnesota are out tonight. Austin Galaxy Rapids were out before tonight. We have all our teams. We have our 18 teams in the MLS playoffs. Again, in the East. We have FC Cincinnati, Orlando City, Columbus Crew, Philadelphia Union, New England Revolution, Atlanta United, Nashville SC, the New York Red Bulls, and Charlotte FC. Red Bulls hosting Charlotte, the wild card on Wednesday. In the West, again, St. Louis City, Seattle Sounders, LAFC, Houston Dynamo, Real Salt Lake, Vancouver Whitecaps, FC Dallas as the teams already through. In the wild card, we have Sporting Kansas City hosting the San Jose Earthquakes. There you go. So Sporting KC hosts San Jose on Wednesday, and the first match will be New York hosting Charlotte for the 2 wild cards. So there you go. Wednesday will be the first match. First 2 matches. But with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put a display. Share it with your friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Monday because we did not get a super chat on this one for the MLS Next Cup Pro Final. Or MLS Next Pro Cup Final. So I will see you on Monday for predictions of the Caribbean Cup semifinals, third place, and final. So, day off tomorrow. That's what y'all chose. That's what y'all chose. So, with that being said, I'll see you on Monday. Have a great Sunday. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Decision day was fun, wasn't it? Peace.